Welcome back to another episode of the Dirt Rally Career Series here on Box Gaming. My name is Justin, and today we'll be taking part in the third rally of this 6-rally championship in Wales. First stage we'll be going to will be Ffermwynt Reverse, which the reverse would be Tenumrafuf, which sounds about as plausible as far as names are concerned, if we're being totally honest. The Welsh have crazy words, apparently. So here we are in our Classic Mini, of course, starting the third rally, as I mentioned earlier, of 6 total. I don't know if they all have 4 stages, but so far, certainly, they all have 4 stages. So 4 stages, 6 rallies, 24 stages total. And I can tell you, I've already mentioned it before, but I can't wait to get out of this Mini. I was watching another YouTuber's Dirt Rally career mode, and he had the option of picking a Renault Alpine for his starting car, which is rear-wheel drive in the 1960s championship, as we've slammed into something and definitely picked up some damage there for sure. We hit something that was pretty solid there, so we've picked up some damage to the left-hand side of our car, no doubt. The screen even went black and white when that happened, which I assume is a bad sign, probably. But this one seems like a bit of a combination of, wow, oh gosh, the information is coming thick and fast from this co-driver right now. Carrying lots of speed through there, feeling pretty confident, getting on the handbrake there, but then just understeering my way right off the circuit at the edge of the exit of the corner. That is very unfortunate, and I wasn't far off of the leader's time, actually, as we were coming to that split. So all together, all things considered, it was a pretty good first sector. Just really messed it up right at the end there. Got a couple of jumps here. And, oh yeah, that's really unsettled the car as we were facing up towards the sky. Couldn't even see where the road was anymore. And we've got a left 2 here, and I definitely should have got on the handbrake a little bit more there. We go up the wall a little bit, the wall of dirt, as it were, but come back down and are able to continue on. So after a bit of an open area, we're now into a woodsy area. This is more similar to the Finland rally, whereas previously, oh gosh, and I've just spun right off the circuit. I'm going to get a 13-second penalty and some pretty significant damage to the back end of my Mini, I'm pretty sure. I also found out from watching Tia McMarduke's new Dirt Rally Career Series that you get 30 minutes of repair time in between stages at these rallies. So anything more than 30 minutes, you get a penalty, but anything less than 30 minutes of repair time, and you don't incur any sort of penalty. So for future videos, because this is the last video from my initial sit-down with this game, so the next time I go to record this, I will be using that 30 minutes of repair time between stages. I don't think I can change cars, but wow, just completely missed that hairpin. I've decided to go ahead and just reset, or I think I went so far out, it forced me to reset there. Using the handbrake a little bit through that corner, but then actually just having to lift off the throttle, really, to get the car through. As I was talking about, though, the Renault Alpine just looks way more... It looks like I would get along with it more, to be totally honest. I mean, you could pull on the handbrake and then just give it some throttle to keep that oversteer going all the way through the corner. As soon as you step on the throttle in this front-wheel drive Mini, you just immediately get understeer, and you can't handbrake it more than 90 degrees, really. So anything that's more than a 90-degree corner becomes very challenging in this Mini. So I really wish I could get the Alpine, but I don't think I can change cars in the middle of a rally, or in the middle of a championship, I should say. So if I could, I would like to change to an Alpine after this rally in Wales, but I don't think I can. I'll check, but I'm not so certain that's going to be even an option, really. So we're coming to the end of this stage now, and we're at about 4 minutes 25 seconds. Oh wow, carried way too much speed in there. Used the handbrake to keep it on the track, on the road. Which I did just about. I did lose lots of time, getting very close to the edge there as well. 50 seconds off of the leader's time as we're approaching the finish now. And it's going to be, yeah, nearly a minute behind. Of course, we did have at least 1 penalty, possibly 2, I already forget. It was actually a green final sector, interestingly enough. And that's unfortunately only good enough for 5th. We're only 5 seconds off of H. Kinley in 4th position in the Lancia Fulvia. But, yeah, it looks like not a great start to our rally here in Wales. So We'll be continuing on, of course, though, and doing stage number 2 now, as I've been doing with these videos. And that's going to be at Pantmar, and then it's just the same track that we did initially, but in the opposite direction, and then it's this one in the opposite direction. So it's actually only 2 stages here at Wales. You just do the same ones, and then you reverse them pretty much. And this is looking like a pretty difficult beginning. Holy cow, I really did not know which road to take there, and at this point I'm pretty flustered, and as you can imagine, as you get flustered in this game, you sort of lose your ability to accurately listen to this guy, the co-pilot's call-outs. And the call-outs are coming pretty thick and fast, as it were, from this guy on the Wales circuit in particular. Oh gosh, just about getting it turned in through that corner. Very bumpy though. I definitely could have taken that a lot better. Nicely through there though. A bit of handbrake to get the car turned in, and then just full throttle out of the car. I did learn from one of the people that left comments in the videos that it is miles per hour on the dashboard of this Mini, so that is, we're going about 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour or so. We're green up the top right, but we've got a little while before the split, and we've unfortunately hit the side there, so that's going to lose us some time as we cross the split. It looks like going to be just under 4 seconds off of the leader's time, but remember, oh gosh, and we've just gone right off the circuit and into a tree, and I've had to recover my vehicle, and that's going to now put us an additional 14 seconds behind the leader after already being almost 4 seconds behind. So I mean, we're a solid 18 to 20 seconds behind the leader at this point, because in addition to the penalty, your car comes to a complete stop when you do that, and you have to accelerate, which in this Mini takes absolutely forever. Oh gosh, and I should have been more to the right there. As I went over that bump, I got to the left-hand side. It unsettled the car significantly, and that threw me off the circuit to the right-hand side. Some serious radiator damage. As you can see, some smoke coming out of my car and in the rear view there, even as I was pulling away. It was smoke or steam. If it's the radiator, it's possible that it was just steam rather than smoke, but certainly not off to a great first half anyway of this stage. Hopefully we can improve a little bit, but I've got to imagine at this point, yeah, we're already over 40 seconds behind the leader, so it doesn't look like we're going to be improving very much. I mean, if we improve even into 4th position, I would be very surprised. Crossing the halfway point of this stage now. A bit too far to the left-hand side, getting it through the corner, though, just about. Very high speed through all of this. 4th gear, and lots of blind apexes I was noticing on this course. Lots of dips down and dips up. Oh, and I've clipped the back the rear left wheel on a rock or something on the left-hand side. It nearly flipped the Mini over, but it just about managed to keep everything pointed in the right direction. I do regret not going back and looking at a replay of that, actually, but I can tell you right now I totally forgot to, so there will not be a replay of that. But I do wish I had actually gone back and looked at a replay of that moment where I think it was up on 2 wheels for a solid couple of seconds, and I've gone and rolled the car very, very perfectly, just about. I mean, I didn't get to keep going. I lost tons of momentum. I'm now a minute behind the leader. I'm turning left, but I'm also to the left side of the circuit, so I've completely messed up this 90-degree corner now. And unfortunately, this rally is just going so much worse than Rally Finland. The Finnish rally went really well for me as I've just clung. Oh, look at this. I'm just getting so much understeer, and I'm getting frustrated with it now. As you can see it in my driving how frustrated I am. I'm just trying to get back on the circuit right now. And we're into the final split. We're into the final split of the stage. And is it to the right? Yes, it is to the right. I think I got confused there about which direction it was. Definitely going to be keeping straight here. And mercifully, this stage is finally going to be coming to an end shortly here, which is fantastic. I can't tell you how excited I am to be done with this one, because this was a pretty terrible display of rally driving, to be totally honest. And once again, the rear left getting clipped onto something and significantly unsettling the car, causing all sorts of problems. We're already basically already over a minute off of the leader's time, so I would be surprised if we moved up at all. I imagine we'll still be in an overall 5th position. I mean, just look at the state of my Mini. it is not looking good. 4 minutes 37 seconds in the end, and it was 5th fastest. This time 12 seconds off the next guy though. So actually we are 16 seconds behind H. Kinley with 2 stages still remaining. So not off to a great start at all with two stages still to go though. So I feel like, you know, maybe if I put in a solid performance, I can get myself up into another podium position, which is where we finished. I believe both Greece and Finland. Overall, we finished 3rd. I got 2nd on some of the stages in Finland, but I think overall I was 3rd here. And yeah, my radiator is completely busted, so I am going to fix that. There we go. I get it up to 90%. My wheels are pretty messed up too. I've gone past the 30 minutes, which means it's going to be a 50-second time penalty, actually. Again, I really didn't understand how the penalty and repair stuff worked at this stage. I just knew my radiator and wheels were busted to shit. So I went ahead and repaired my car. That way it's not in quite such a sad state of affairs for this 3rd part. Because, again, I do also need a solid finish to this. Otherwise, I'm just going to finish in 5th or possibly even worse if I don't improve. Because I'm just getting further and further from 4th. Who knows? I didn't pay attention to where the guy behind me finished in the last one, but I mean, he finished behind me, so I imagine I extended that gap since I finished in 5th again. Oh gosh, get to the right-hand side, Justin. Get to the right-hand side. Get back on the road. I do think I might be having an issue with the right-hand drive factor on this car, just FYI. I don't know if that's really coming into play or not. Now, this is, as I mentioned, the first stage just in reverse, so I should have a better idea of what kind of stuff I'm in store for here. And we're actually coming up to the split pretty quickly here, up and over a jump, catching some air there. And are we going to be green? No, we're 3/10 down, though, on the leader, carrying way too much speed, though, and we've gone straight into a tree. And my poor radiator, must be hating me right now, just absolutely hating me. And yeah, my car's feeling a little weird right now. So I can't, oh, okay, so I recovered my vehicle, but it's done nothing. Yeah, you can see I'm accelerating like crazy, but the car's just not going anywhere, and it's pulling to the left-hand side. I have to steer to the right, so I'm like, what's going on? I mean, obviously, you know, I just hit a tree pretty hard. My radiator's pretty busted. You can see there's like some smoke or something coming out the back. So I know something's messed up, and I don't really know what to do. I guess I should have restarted, but I can tell you right now. And actually, yeah, I think my car, my car just died. It will not even turn on. The engine has completely died, and there's just tons of smoke coming up out of the engine bay now, so something's seriously wrong. Again, I probably should have just hit restart, but I actually went ahead and retired, and that's the problem. I am missing my front left wheel on a front-wheel drive car. So I retired out of that, and that actually retires me for the entire rally, which I didn't realize. I thought it was just for the stage, but it retires you for the entire rally, which means I'm going to finish this rally and get just 3,000 credits. I'm now 4th in the championship when I was 2nd. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's also going to do it for this video, though. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Dirt Rally. Bye-bye.